Hey guys, Noah here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be starting a new series where I kind of show you HTML programming and how to make websites and stuff. Basically be a web designer. I know I'm young, but I know what I'm doing. And if you don't really think that you know what I'm doing, maybe you don't want to watch this video, I'm perfectly fine with that. Just go to another video by an older person, watch that, and it'll be fine. But if you do trust me, then just follow along. So I'm going to probably make this video like a half an hour long. So it's about 11:20 right now. So I'll end this video at 11. Okay, 11:50. I was trying to do a debate about that. Anyways, so make a new folder on your desktop. We'll call that HTML programming, and open that folder. This is just basic stuff. I'm not going to really describe explain why we have to do this. I'm also going to make a new folder in here called CSS, another folder called images, another folder called videos. A few won't touch up that much, and then a new text document called index.html. Alright, so CSS equals or stands for Cascade Style Sheet, which basically, alright, let's look. For now, I'm going to be using Gmail as my example website for what we're going to be doing. We're not going to make a email server, but we might do that in the future. But for now, we're just going to look at these. I'm going to change to the standard view. Okay. So basically, this wouldn't be this without CSS. That's actually a perfect example right there. This is it with CSS. And this is it without CSS. See how it works? See how it's kind of annoying? So yeah, it's actually really good without CSS. I think this will. Alright, anyways. And this is an old website that I made, just saying. But that was when I stopped making websites. Alright, so we're going to go into CSS, and we're going to make a new text document called stylesheet.css. We're going to go back to this. Actually, first I'm going to open this with Notepad or Notepad++. I prefer Notepad++ because it's just better, in my opinion. We're also going to open index.html. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to type like this. We're going to make these things called tags. How you make tags? Basically, you add a two more than and less than signs. So more than sign and then less than sign. And inside that you add the tag name. So there's different tags in HTML, but this one we're just going to use the HTML tag. We want to type title. We're going to do a title tag, head tag, body tag, and footer tag. Alright, so you might be thinking, okay, let's just keep going. Well, first off, we have to do something. When we start a tag, we have to end a tag, because we can't, if we don't end this title tag, then it will add the tag head and body and footer to the title. So we need to end the title tag and add what the title is in here. Same for head, body, which is basically the entire website, and footer, and HTML. That is very important in the HTML tag. In other programming videos, you might see people say doc type HTML. Don't do that. Just don't do that. It doesn't work. It can ruin some things in CSS. So yeah. So the first thing we want to do before we do anything else is we're actually going to make a tag called link. What a link tag is, it basically links this file to something else. And we'll say href, which equals what file it is going to. And we'll say css/stylesheet.css. Basically, what it does is go into the folder that the index.html is. Then it goes into the CSS folder. You'll see CSS/. So that goes into here and it finds stylesheet.css. And that links that. Now it's just linked to that, but we have to initialize what it is. So rel equals style sheet. So now we just initialize that as a style sheet. And we have to say that it is programming language is text/CSS. And then we don't have to end this. We can just add a / at the end. Because this is what's called a self-ending tag. Because we don't add text to this. So it's just a statement. So we can just end it. Alright, so for now, what we're going to do is we're going to hold, we can go back into here, HTML programming folder, and then open up index.html. See, we should have a blank area, but we actually do have a lot. You also see that our code shows up when we do that. See? Pretty cool. Alright. So now what we'll do is we'll add text to this, and we'll also, you'll see in here it says index.html's title. We'll change that title to my awesome website. Whoa. There you go. See, it says my awesome website now. Alright, let's add some text. I don't prefer putting things in the head. I'm like, if you want to put things in the head, like most people put like most of their statements in the head. I like to make them their own, not in any tags, but just on their own in the body of the HTML. I like to do that. I like to do it like that, but some people like to put this in here, put this in here, and there's a lot of stuff like JavaScript or VB script and stuff in it, because HTML is compatible with a lot of programming languages. Alright, now what we'll do is I'll just make that like that, just make it prettier, and then sorry, I'm sitting in my bed with my laptop sitting out with the keyboard. And what we'll do is we'll type H1, and it goes from H1 to H2 to H3 to H4 to H5 to H6. And the bigger the number gets, the smaller the size gets. So H1, my awesome website, and the H1 tag, of course. You see here it says my awesome website. Now, if you don't like that font, we'll learn how to change the font later, but you might not always be able to get that font. Alright, so now what we'll do, well, you'll see that's actually floating off to the left. We don't really want that, because like some of the stuff is set to the side. Alright. Some of the stuff is floating off to the side, some things are maybe in the middle. So what we'll do is we'll center this right here to make it look pretty. So we'll just use the center tag. We'll encase this in the center tag. See? There we go. That's awesome. Now what we can do is we can say, you know what, let's actually get into CSS now, because I'm very eager to get into that. So you'll see we can actually remove these center tags for now, because we'll fix that in CSS. You'll see that we just have this plain, boring site. So what we'll do is we'll go into CSS, and CSS does not have tags or whatever, like HTML does not have tags. But what it does have is it has body. Like, if you ever programmed in Java, you understand what like a block, I mean, is. So like for a tag like body, if we want to make a tag if we want to make a block for the body, there it is. You just put body here and then put the two curly brackets like that. And then basically whatever I put in here will happen to the body. So I'm just going to change the background to blue. There we go. I don't really like that shade of blue. Maybe turquoise. That seems better. That seems way better. Alright. Now what we'll do is I'll actually, what I'll do, you know what? I'll get into buttons actually now. So let's say you want to make a button. Maybe in the footer you put website by your name. So in this case, I'll put my name. Let's say you just want to give yourself credit like that. There you go, you have credit. But what if you want it so that when you click this, it goes to, when you click your name, it goes to your website or your YouTube channel. That's what we're going to do. So first off, we're going to just get rid of this for now to make it easier. We'll make a tag called A, and then inside this tag, just like we did with the link tag, we'll say href equals in quotients http://www. whatever website you want it to go to. So in my opinion, or for now, I'm going to send you to, well, my YouTube channel. And then end the A tag and put your name back in here. There we go. Now you'll see when I click this, it'll take you right to my YouTube channel. Which is pretty amazing. Pretty super sweet. Alright. Now what we'll do, we'll actually, to make things easier, since we're not really getting in depth into CSS yet, we'll do that next episode. I'm going to show you guys how to get an image. So let's go to images, http:// oh my gosh, // oh no, images.google.com. Sorry, that was really pathetic. Let's search up an image, like, maybe I want to say, get an image, potato, I mean. Alright, and we have this picture of a potato. Now, we can do one of two things. We can right click this and click copy image URL, and go back here, and we'll, under this, put tag called img, or if you want to, you can do image. I prefer img. We have src equals, and we can put the page source and end the tag. You'll see that the potato pops up, but I really don't like doing that because a lot of times either the server of the website gets unhosted, or you can just I just really don't like that. But so what I like to do is I like to save the image in my HTML programming images, and I'll just call it potato.jpg. And then for the source, what we'll put is, dear Lord, images slash potato.jpg. And you'll see it does the exact same thing. It's just more safe now. Yes, it says potato.jpg. I'll look for a more sophisticated photo. Oh my gosh, I have an idea for a sophisticated photo. Go to my desktop. I need to find it. I need to find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, I think I recycled it. That sucks. Anyways, it was a really derpy photo. Alright. Okay, so we have about 15 minutes left on this episode. What we'll do now is, I really want to get into CSS, but not right now, like maybe next episode. Maybe I could just stop the video here. I'm not sure what I should do next. Oh, I have an idea. Go back to your HTML programming. We'll teach you guys how you can, make new pages. So we're going to make a new text document here, and we'll call it new page.html. Well, that's what I'm going to call mine. If you want yours to be like about or news, you can do that and open it. And then just copy these because we really don't want to type them again. If you really want to, just feel free to, but I'm just a lazy type, and I'm trying to make a video here the shortest amount of time, and we'll just get rid of these things. So yeah, and we'll just say hello, this is a new page. Alright, well, we can also open this as well perfectly, but we might actually, like, what if we want to have a button in here that takes us there? Well, we can do that. So we type ahref equals / new page.html, and just say new page and then in the a tag. Pretty easy. Basically just goes to there. First this new page. Wait. There we go. See? Works very well. Very, very well. And the reason that these take the less time to load is because they're very, very nothing websites. So yeah. Wonderful. Alright, what do you think? How about we make a page selection page as well? Page selection .html. And I'll just type out these tags myself. Alright, so what we'll do here is we'll just add, we'll just make a H1 statement saying page selection, and in that, and then let's open that to see how it looks. See, working fine. I'll get rid of that for now since we'll have a page selection. Alright, we'll also say href equals http, or not http, index.html home, and then href equals new page.html, new page, and then yeah. Alright. You'll see that they're actually just right next to each other, which is kind of stupid. You'll see they work properly. We don't want them next to each other. So we're going to use this new statement called br/. Basically, it's br but a self-closing statement. Basically, it's add an enter. Wonderful, isn't it? We got 8 minutes left of this. So, yeah. Alright. Oh. How about we bullet point these? Bullet point there. Or maybe I could actually... I wonder what would happen if I... Okay, so these bills... Nope. Alright, there we go. Just make it a self-closing statement. And it will work. There we go. Now, you'll see that these buttons are actually really small. When we see them enlarge them, it's actually just maybe like this H1. But since I don't want it to be like the head of the page, we'll make it H2. There we go. See, they're bigger now. Wonderful. And we don't need this because they'll automatically make a space and they'll become close to each other as well. See? So it works. I think what I'll do is just cut off the video here because I have nothing else much to do today. Next episode we'll get into styling this entire website. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.